been another raspberry thrilling fortnight in the Jets Kingdom, although making it to the playdowns has become a more challenging notion as of late. My boys are still holding on though. This fortnight past has seen the squadron play a total of 6 matches. Of those, the enemy was plundered without mercy on 4 occasions. This report will include the 3 nights for Shame of the Game and an interview with young Anderson Hussy, who was born in 1290? And now the for shame of the game. This week's most dreadfully naughty player is Adam Burrish of the Dallas Lackluster Stars. Adam, you committed an irrevocable offense by disposing of young Tanner's hockey mitt into the grandstand. I wish upon a star named Burrish that you might implode into a fiery apocalypse and collapse into oblivion. And what, may I ask, did you get as a reward for such silliness? A horse collar and a donkey punch from young Tanner, the Earl of Lumsden. It is now time for the 3 nights. The 3rd night was young Kyle Wellwood. Although he didn't do anything exceedingly spectacular, he did score a goal in a losing cause to the Canucks. Still, your Majesty is in awe of this man-child, who stands knees to nostrils with the game's giants and often comes out on top. Your growth may have been stunted, but your bravery shines on unabated. Splendid form, Wellwood. The 2nd night was Captain Ladd. Ladd continued his formidable play and lit up the royal lamp multiple times this past fortnight. His leadership befits that of a king. For that, he will be immortalized as the first Jets Bobbyhead. The 1st night was Big Buffin. Dustin has arisen to the challenge and befuddled the opposition with his brazen kamikaze style of play. Continue your affluent efforts. We beseech thee, Dustin! But first remove that dreadful snooze whilst speaking. I am pleased to have young Anderson here from Hussy and Outlaw from the show TNS 1920.
That's close enough.
You're joining me for tea today.
I certainly am, and I've actually come bearing a gift.
Oh, wonderful.
Not bad, eh?
It's me!
Figured.
I'll just set it down here by my trusty crucifix. It just stands there. Wonderful. Solar powered. Alright, well, I've steeped a stiff green tea in honor of St. Patrick's Day. However, if it were up to me, I'd have things back the way they were in 1922. Back in those days, the UK and Ireland were joined as one. Young Hussy, you've spent a lot of time with the Jets this winter. Do you have a favorite story you might share with us?
Well, I mean, normally I'm seeing them in, media availability and just after practice. But I will say one of the coolest stories I've heard from the Jets was probably Alex Burmistrov going out to the outdoor rink at River Heights Community Club and playing with a bunch of the kids there. A lot of big Burmy fans in that area after that episode.
I was wondering if you might have a story about the Duke of Robbinsdale. Blake Wheeler.
Wheeler, yes.
Yes,
well,
I fancy him very much.
I don't have any of those stories for you, Queen, but I mean, I certainly can tell you he's been one of the best players in the NHL since the All-Star break, and who knows?
Yes, I knew it.
Be booking the Jets a ticket to the playoffs.
Oh, I hope so. Yes, I knew it. I knew it was so. Philip, I told you. Blake Wheeler. You've begun a search for the top tea house in all the nation. Won't you please tell us more?
The tea house. Oh yeah, I guess you're meeting our bar and lounge bracket. Well, it's kind of. I'm not sure if you're very familiar with March Madness, Queen. I know that's not huge overseas, but
sounds.
It's a tournament of 64 contestants, separate into 4 regions, and the contestants are local watering holes, if you will, tea houses.
Oh, the old pub, will you?
Exactly. Basically, you can go on to, we're hosting it at bracketmaker.com, and you select the region as Manitoba, and I believe the type of bracket is deathmatch, all caps. Yeah, I know.
It's dangerous.
It just seemed appropriate because this the stakes are high in this.
Winner take all, if you will.
Yeah, we'll have it on our Facebook and our Twitter, but now you can go online actually and check out the matchups and vote for your favorite tea house, as it were.
Oh, yes, lovely. Well, any idea, Hussy, where one might find a jet at one of those establishments? Perhaps Blake Wheeler.
Or maybe Earl's Maine, the number 2 seed in the Central region.
Oh, that Wheeler! At it again.
Corner, I don't know.
Wheeler. One final thought, Hussy, before we leave. I was wondering whether you would be offering us a prediction on whether or not you think our boys might be making the playdowns.
Well, they're going to have to keep on playing great hockey at home and start winning more games on the road. But It's crunch time, and they're certainly in the mix, and it's almost like the playoffs have already started.
It's very intense, yes. Well, thank you. You haven't seemed to know a lot about the Jets. I think you should do this for a living, Hussy.
Well, Queen, I do. 4 to 6, TSN 1290, Hustler Lawless. We do the 3 games before.
That's you, Anderson!
Yes!
Why didn't somebody tell me about the Philip? I've been talking with broadcast royalty! Cheers!
You're too kind, Queen. The pleasure was all mine.
In closing to all those in Jets Kingdom, keep in mind we've not yet forfeited our ticket to the ball. And to our enemies past and present, I've but 2 words for you. I tell you as a fan, and as your queen, stay loyal, subjects.